friends, it's me, Beth's Golden. I have for you today an unboxing of my Page Habit box. This is a live unboxing, so if the video gets screwed up, I am very, 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 very sorry. You don't have to tell me in the comments that I can do better. You don't have to tell me that it's messed up. I suck at live videos. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's my phone. I don't know if it's my house. I'm not sure. I had to go to 3 different areas of the house today to try to find a good spot to do this video, and it just wasn't working. And every time I've done a live video in my craft room, it has just gone over like a fart in church, man. It just gets all pixelated and then it stops, and I don't know what the problem is. I have my guy that does my internet and all that good jazz coming out tomorrow at 1, so maybe he can answer some questions. I also have done live outside of the home, and depending on where I am, it doesn't always work. So please, please, please be patient with me. Be understanding that this is live. It is unedited, and I don't have nearly as much control over what happens behind the camera, in front of the camera right now. So if this goes out, I am sorry. I'm very, very sorry. With that being said, I have a different kind of unboxing today. This is a Page Habit box, and it is their June mystery box. I also have a dog, the Lomi, who is my male golden. He wants me to play fetch with him. So if you hear panting and see 3 dogs, that's what it is. That whole thing about it being out of control. There you go. So anyway, I'm going to unbox this today. I really love this box. I had another box, and these are book subscription boxes. So I had another book subscription box that I really liked as well. It was called My Book Box, and you got 2 books in there, which was awesome. So if like my daughter is a reader, and so she would take one of the book selections for the young adult, and then I would take the other. And I did women's fiction in that one because it gave you a choice, which was cool. But I let it go. Number 1, it was super expensive. And hi, nice to see you too. Thank you. I hope that this live lasts. I don't know if it's gonna last, but we'll see. If I make comments outside of the norm, you guys, and you're watching this on replay, it's because I have comments coming in and I'm reading them off the side. That was, glad to see you, and they love my dogs. So anyway, I'm sorry, like I said, it's live, so if you don't see the comments later, I'm not just losing my mind. I mean, I've lost my mind, but I am responding to comments if I can. All right, so anyway, this isn't craft related, this is a reader thing, and I love, 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 love books. I love to read, but honestly, I don't have the time to go around and research what books are hot right now, what I should read, so I like the subscription service. And I've stuck with Page Habit and let go of My Book Box because, number 1, my daughter wasn't, she got busy and she just wasn't able to read as much, and it was expensive. So it was like $40, and this one is like $24.99 or $29.99, and I like it because they do charity work. Page Habits goes to like a portion of what if you don't remove the people can see the live chat even after live stream ends. That's good. Well, I'm gonna have to make sure that doesn't get removed. Okay. But a portion of what you pay for your membership, your subscription, goes to charity causes. And they have a different one that will be shown in the box. I'm going to show you. But the cool thing is, you guys, is I have a $10 referral code that you can use. So if you can try it, and I think it's like with the referral code, it's either $14.99 or $19.99 a month. So the thing is I copied it, and I tried to, because I was like to test the links first. I went and I tested it, and the darn thing didn't work. So I have an email into Page Habit, and I've contacted them via Instagram. So I want to get it like I want to get it fixed. But in the meantime, I will link in this description after I'm done the code that does work that can be found on my April unboxing of Page Habits, because every time I click through on that, it's worked. And I've even tried to like copy and paste that one into my browser and it doesn't work. So, but it works if you go directly from that YouTube video. And I really want you guys, if you want to try this, I really want you to try to get the $10 off. I mean, I want you to try it with very little investment. So I really, if you're interested in this, please, 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 please go to my other video. It's the April page map page habit unboxing, and the code is in that description and it works. So please, please, please go do that and don't just hit through and then pay the additional amount of money, because that would suck, right? I mean, we all want $10 off, and this is an easy way to do it. When I hear back from Page Habit, I will upload the correct code and I will state that in the description. So on with the show we go. I'm actually going to open the box now. Ooh. All right, so this is Page Habit, and maybe I should try to pan down. I'm afraid if I pan down and touch the camera though, it's gonna like do something spooky on me. So anyway, here we go. Hello, Debbie. So this is, the inside is always a really pretty yellow. I haven't even looked yet. There's the inside. And this month, I always do mystery with this box. And you have an option of science fiction, young adult, historical fiction, romance, literary fiction, which is a really good one too, and then fantasy, horror, mystery. Debbie, Page Habit is a book subscription box that you can get, and I'm talking about how much I love it. Yeah, so it's a book subscription. You get a book and some goodies and things like that. So let's read the little note that came with this box. I get mystery. My very, 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 very favorite genre to read is young adult science fiction, historical science fiction. So, because if it's done well, it's done really well. But if it's done bad, like it alters history, it's done really bad. So my favorite is historical science fiction, but that's not an option, so I go with mystery. All right, so this says, hi, I'm honored that my book is the box that is now at your house, probably at your house. I can't be sure about that. It could be a P.O. box, but that's not important, is it? So this is a letter from the author. See, so what's the real Michael Swan about? That must be my book, Michael Swan. Well, it's about, I think it's a Julia Swan or a Juan Swan. That might seem shocking coincidence, the title, but it's the truth. When I set out in this story, she was my focus. It must be Julia Swan. I wanted more than anything for her to live on the tale, for her story to be authentic and real. Julia is a wife and a mother. She left a successful career to raise her kids in the perfect home with the perfect schools. Her something, I can't read it. Smart people, they always have kind of, bad handwriting because they're thinking so fast. So he must be brilliant. But everything comes with a cost. In life, nothing forces the bill due more than tragedy. It shines a harsh light on the shadows of our lives. It throws the truth down our throats, and it can happen in an instant, in less time than it takes to say, I love you. I can't say much more than that. Only that I hope you enjoy her story. And so that's a little letter. It always comes with a letter from the author. And then the next thing in here is this. And it's two-sided. On the first side, it has a thing where they're calling all writers. And then it talks about this month's picks for all the other books. And if you happen to get this and you're like, next month I want to read a different, genre, you can totally let them know and they'll just switch it for you. It's not a big deal. I'm sure that there's a date to do that by, but I mean, I've done it. So, and then the back, this is like my favorite part of the book, or the favorite part of the box. It talks about what a proceed that they've donated to this month with how many boxes they sold. So for the month of 2018, Page Habits, in partnership with Books for Africa, is sending books to Africa to contribute to the book project. Pam Shelton, a retired librarian from Vermont, traveled to Africa in 1997, where she immediately discovered the need for libraries and books. She established the book project in 1998 to answer the immediate library needs of her local district in Africa. Since then, the volunteer project has served as a catalyst for literacy and library development in schools and educational organizations throughout the country. Using her private vehicle, Pam has distributed books to the most remote area dwellers in Africa. The project has now expanded to include books for local people with the theme "A Book in Every Hut." So I love this. I know it is so awesome that people give back, Debbie. That's part of the reason why there's something else that really makes this book box special, and I'm going to tell you in a minute. I'm petting my dog right now, by the way. I'm sorry, but he's just right next to me. His name's Crypto. So I just love this, but I'm going to show you the other thing I like about this too. So, and then what it does is it gives like statistics. You see that right there? It's the statistics in the middle. I think that that's so cool. And it talks about school participation. So for primary schools, there are 86.7% boys enrolled, and girls, there's 87.9%. So, you know, I'm glad that like the gender equality is in the participation for school. That's for primary, so that's through 8th grade. Now, when you get to secondary school, this is kind of exciting. The boys are 93.5%, and there are girls 97% that are enrolled. So that's cool that they have over a 90% enrollment rate. And just so you guys know, I used to be a teacher. That was what I did before I got into being a mixed media artist and instructor. As I was a teacher, I have an MED in young adult literacy. So this is so important to me, and that's why I'm such a big advocate for these boxes and reading. And thank God it has dwindled. You know, it's twinkled down to my kids, because my daughter is too. All right, and then it says literacy rate population for ages 15 to 24. They have an 89.6% literacy rate for males and an 88.10% for females. So that means a total adult literacy is 88%. And then it always talks about drinking water improvements and the sources on these too, because that is super important. I don't know if you're familiar with some of the concerns that are in, you know, third world countries, but water, it's not always so great. So in Africa, use of improving drinking water source is 91.5%. Access to mobile phones, get this, this just blows my mind, is 150%, and access to the internet is 41%. So I love that it gives some information for you there on the country, on the continent, on what they're donating to this month, and let's see here. And then the population is 2.25 million. In rising, it says. All right, so let's get into the book. Box. You don't only get a book in this, you guys. You don't only get a book. You get always, ooh, I'm so excited, I'm throwing things at myself. Hey, Crypto. I'm sorry, my dogs just don't care that I'm live. Crypto. I have 2 boys and a girl. And my girl likes to eat everything, bless her heart. Hey. And he's not happy with me, so sorry. He's picking on my other boy. Crypto. I have a male that's retired and old, and this is how they play at the most unopportune time. Sorry. Okay, so it always comes with a bookmarker. And this one, it says, if you truly love a book, you should sleep with it, write in it, read aloud from it, and fill the pages with muffin crumbs. And that's by Anne Fadiman. So that's a cute little bookmarker for this month's book. And then we have, what is this? Hands-free reading on the go. So this looks like, this is a gimbal traveler, and it looks like it's a bookmarker that you place the edges in your book, and it fully closes down to the size of a book, and then it opens up to hold the book and opens up 2 notches on each side to hold the larger side of the book. So that means that these must be flexible. I'm thinking flexible. So it says slip the gimbal over your book with the largest loop placed over the thick side. When you reach the middle, you can swap it over to turn the page. Lift the right-hand page from under the loop, turn it over, and slide it under the easy loop on the left-hand side. That's pretty cool. And you know what is awesome about this is I'm traveling this month, so this is going to come in handy. Really cool. Love that. All right. Oh my God. And there's more stuff in here. This is the other in here. Let's see here. They're puffy stickers. How cute are those? They're little puffy stickers. That would be adorable in my planner. Oh my gosh, how adorable are those? Okay, so we got the puffy stickers. We're still not to my favorite part of the box, and you're gonna think it's the book, but it is, but it isn't, but it's something more. Then they always give you a short story to read about, and usually this is featuring up-and-coming writers who want to break into the industry. So Page Habits gives them an opportunity every month to submit a short story, and then they select from those submitted to put into this little pamphlet, which goes out to all of the readers, like me. And then from there, that may open up some doors of opportunity for the local writers. So this is really, really wonderful that they support not only, things in the community and in our world that are important issues, but they're also supporting writers. And if you guys know anything, it's hard to break into an industry, especially when it's saturated with people who want to write. So this is really wonderful. And this story is when Maya follows Sammy into the forest that surrounds their homes. The last thing she expects to stumble upon is a veil of fairies. Even rarer than what she finds is the knowledge she takes with her. That innocence might just be a physical thing and what it could look like broken. And then it gives you information on the back about how you can submit your stories to PageMaps. I'm sorry, that's kind of blurry. It's not focusing well. I apologize. So that's cool. Now, what's this? Oh, this is cool. This looks like this is a bookmarker specifically for the book. It's a Michael Swan. It looks like a airline ticket. That's cool. And now we get to the book. I'll throw it to you later, Crypto. Golly. Okay, so here's the book. Little note from the author here. Now I'm going to tell you my very favorite thing about Page Habit. Not only do they give you new releases oftentimes before they're released, which is awesome. So if you have multiple subscription boxes, you don't really have to worry about you ever getting the same book because these guys have before releases are out. And then look at this. It's annotated. Yes, it's annotated with the author's notes. It is so, I love this about this book club. This is what made me decide on keeping this instead of my book box, is because of the annotations by the author. Not all book clubs are created equally. Now, like Uppercase Books, which is for young adults, they do have annotated books as well as a letter from the author, and which Page Habit does is too. But that's a young adult literature book, and I love young adult literature. I do. I mean, I have my master's in it. However, you know, not everybody does, and us grown-ups like to read. So this is cool. So this is an adult book mystery, and all of their selections that you can get from them come with these annotated notes. And so if we take a look down here, so see on this page, there's the annotation. And there's usually between, I want to say 8 and 15 of these little stickies in the book, and it really brings the book alive when you have notes from the author that are there that talk about what was behind their thinking and where they got the character name, or is this place real? I read one last month. It was I forgot the name of it, the Glass House, and it really was a real place. And then I read another one about detectives it was history, based in history, like 1815 in London, and it talked about these places and how they were real and what it meant and why they're not used now. And that was all the research that the author had done as she was in that particular book writing it. So there's so much valuable information. It really helps you have a clear comprehension and understanding of what the book is about because of the annotations. So I highly recommend Page Habit. So I have taken up 21 minutes of your time. Hopefully this posts nicely. Please, if you are interested in Page Habits, please go on over to my other video on YouTube. It was posted in April. Just scroll down my videos. You'll see it. It has page map. It's a picture of the box. Go there, hit the description, and you'll see a link that is the Refer a Friend link. Do that so you can get $10 off your first month and see if this is something that you enjoy. I would so appreciate that. If you have Page Habit, would you please leave in the comments below your thoughts on it and what genre you like to read every month? I would love to talk about it. So yeah, that's what I have. And once I hear back from Page Habit on fixing the link that it tried to give me today to refer a friend, I'll post that link in this video as well. But in the meantime, and I will post, this is fixed. This is a great idea, Debbie. She has, and like I said, they have a young adult literacy genre, so you could get her the young adult. And the stuff that comes in the box, like the little goodies, it's stuff that kids like. Like my teenagers would love this and this. I mean, last month I think I got a little pull handle light bulb. So, you know, and my son took that one. And the month before I got these really cute socks that were that said read books on them, and my daughter took that one. So the stuff that's in them, the young adults really like. I highly recommend this. This is good for all ages. I can't see anything wrong with this subscription. I've been subscribed to it for a couple months. So please, Debbie, please go check out that link though that's in the other one, and use that code so you can get $10 off the first box. All right. I would really highly recommend it. I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope that this live video helped. If it did, that's going to be so cool, because then I can do some live crafting, which is always fun to watch. So, but until next time, happy crafting, or in this case, happy reading, and make sure